Las Vegas. For decades it was the neon-drenched symbol of luxury, luck, and endless possibility, a desert mirage where the impossible happened every single night. But behind that dazzling glow, the foundations are cracking. The great fall of Vegas isn't coming, it has already begun. This is the story no billboard will ever tell you. It didn't happen overnight. It started with a whisper, with something as simple as water. Lake Mead, once the lifeblood of the entire region, is now a shadow of its former self. Every summer, the waterline recedes, exposing more of the dry, cracked earth beneath. Vegas was built on the promise of this water, but now, the reservoir is running on fumes. Officials claim there's enough for decades to come, but the locals know the truth. You can't sustain a city of 3 million in a desert forever. This isn't just a drought anymore, it's a death sentence. Then came the money problem. Las Vegas was built on credit, from the towering casinos to the sprawling condo complexes. When the flow of tourists started to slow, the numbers simply stopped adding up. Debt piled on top of debt, with interest feeding more interest. Every flashing sign on the strip is hiding another loan. And whenever the global economy shudders, Las Vegas is the first to feel the tremors, because this city doesn't actually produce anything, it performs, and that performance comes with a hefty price tag. But the most unexpected blow came from something nobody saw coming: technology. Las Vegas didn't lose to another city, it lost to the device in your pocket. Online gambling, virtual concerts, a constant stream of digital dopamine. Everything Vegas once sold exclusively is now available with a single click. Why book a flight when an app delivers the same rush? Why risk real money when you can play with infinite digital chips? The casinos tried to fight back by launching their own apps, but in doing so, they inadvertently trained their customers to stay home. Vegas taught the world how to escape reality, and now, the world has learned to do it without Vegas. And yet, the skyline continues to grow. New towers pierce the sky, new shows are announced, and new slogans promise a grand renaissance. Developers smile for the cameras, but behind the construction cranes lie empty hotel rooms and a mountain of unpaid bills. This is growth on paper, not in people. Half of the new jobs are being automated. Self-check-in kiosks have replaced hotel clerks. Robotic arms are pouring drinks. AI systems track every move a gambler makes. It all looks incredibly efficient, until you realize it means fewer paychecks for real people. A city without workers isn't a city, it's just a movie set. Just drive 10 minutes off the strip, and you'll see the reality. Empty parking lots. Shuttered buffets that once fed thousands. Apartment complexes where the rent skyrockets every single month. The illusion of endless, affordable fun has a cost, and it's the local residents who are footing the bill. Some are calling it the quiet collapse. It isn't a dramatic explosion. It's a slow, creeping decay. One family moving away, one small business closing its doors, one casino floor just a little bit emptier than it was last year. A collapse doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it just whispers. The government continues to paint a picture of success, citing record revenues and visitor numbers. But when you look closer, a different story emerges. Fewer people are gambling, their stays are shorter, and tips for service workers are dwindling. The money is flowing through Las Vegas, not staying in it. The city has become a backdrop, a layover for influencers and corporate conventions. People come for the photo op, not for the experience. They spend seconds, not nights. Vegas isn't dying because people stopped coming. It's dying because they stopped caring. Then there's the climate. Each summer is hotter and more brutal than the last. The air is so dry it feels like it could crack your skin. The city survives by burning colossal amounts of energy, and every kilowatt it uses just feeds the fire that's slowly consuming it. Temperatures away from the air-conditioned strip can soar to 120 degrees. Homeless shelters are overflowing. Public cooling centers run non-stop. Even tourists, unaccustomed to the extreme heat, are collapsing on the sidewalks. Las Vegas was built as an act of defiance against nature. Now nature is here to collect its debt. And what about the sphere? That giant, glowing orb in the middle of the desert. It's stunning, futuristic, and a perfect metaphor for the new Las Vegas. It's a breathtaking illusion, built with billions of dollars, surrounded by an encroaching emptiness. From a distance it looks like a vibrant, living planet. But up close it feels hollow, a perfect monument for a city collapsing under the weight of its own spectacle. This fall isn't just economic, it's psychological. Vegas used to stand for risk, for the thrill of the gamble. Now it sells safety. It offers predictable fun in prepackaged deals. But you can't schedule chaos. You can't put a brand on genuine danger. Without the risk, there's no real reward, and without the reward there's no reason to come. That's how the magic fades. But here's the strangest part. The city knows it's falling, and it just keeps performing anyway. Because that's what Las Vegas does best. Even with a losing hand, it bluffs. It smiles through the pain. It starts building a new illusion before the old one has even finished burning down. That's not resilience. That's a survival instinct. So, what happens next? Experts predict a two-phase collapse. Phase 1 is economic contraction, fewer visitors, higher operating costs, and major projects failing. We're already seeing it. Hotels are offering weekday rooms for less than what parking used to cost. Casinos are quietly closing entire floors, claiming they're under renovation. Developers are pausing massive projects midway through construction. Phase 2 will be a population decline, as locals are forced to leave when the water and the jobs finally disappear. That phase begins when the hope runs out, and in Vegas, even hope has an expiration date. Some say sports will be the city's savior, the Raiders, Formula One, the Golden Knights. And for a little while, they might be right. But sports are seasonal, debt is not. A stadium fills up for a few hours, not for weeks on end. When the spotlight moves on, the bills remain. You can't build a sustainable future on temporary events. Yet, amid this decline, something new is quietly rising. Far from the Strip, in the revitalized downtown, a different kind of Vegas is taking root. It's a community built on local art, unique food, and original music of Vegas that doesn't need neon to shine. It's humbler, more human, more honest. Perhaps this is the seed of a rebirth, if it can survive the coming storm. The fall of old Vegas might just be the rise of something real. Still, the numbers don't lie. Water levels are at record lows. Electricity demand is at record highs. The median rent has shot up 40%. Casino employment is down 20%. The trend line only points in one direction, down. Every empire in history believed it would last forever. Las Vegas thought it was different, but even the brightest lights eventually burn out. Let's be clear, Vegas isn't gone, not yet, but it's standing on borrowed time, borrowed water, and borrowed money, and the bill is coming due. The collapse won't be a scene of chaos, it will look like silence. It will look like one more empty hotel room, one more fountain turned off to save power, one more show quietly cancelled, and then one day the world will wake up and realize the party ended years ago. So the next time you see a headline about the rise of the new Vegas, remember what rise really means in this city. It's just another illusion, another trick of the lights, and every trick has its price. Vegas taught the world how to dream. Now it's teaching us all what happens when that dream can no longer pay for itself. Because this isn't just a story about Las Vegas, it's a warning for every place built on the myth of endless consumption. For every economy pretending the desert will stay wet and the crowds will never leave. Vegas is just the first to show its cracks. And maybe that's its final greatest role. Not as a city of luck, but as a warning sign for the rest of us. Thanks for watching. If you want more deep dives into the hidden stories of our modern world, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. In our next video, we'll uncover another city on the edge, one that might be closer to collapse than anyone realizes.